Today, we're talking about the South African T20 League. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off, try again.
You can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again,
As many times as you need to. 3 questions as usual. What is the South African T20 League? Where is the money going to come from? And how does the competition work? This is South Africa's 3rd attempt at a T20 League. The first was the Global T20 League in 2017. It failed. It ended up costing the country more than 300 million. The second was the Mzansi Super League. Also started off, had one tournament, had a couple of failures, and it essentially died as a result of COVID in the end. The third attempt, we don't quite know what the name will be, but we know that it is coming in January next year and it's going to be big. Where's the money going to come from? So South Africa has joined forces with SuperSport and the IPL to form a global T20 league. Ownership of this league is going to be owned 50% by Cricket South Africa, 30% by SuperSport, and the rest is going to be owned by a gentleman who is representing the IPL teams. It's about 12.5%. The IPL is massive. In fact, the IPL is the second most valuable league in terms of cost for broadcasting in the world. It's one of the top 5 most valuable leagues in the world, and the media rights for the IPL for the next 5 years have just been sold for over $6 billion. That's a lot of money. Between those 3, they're going to form a league and they're going to have 6 teams in South Africa, which are essentially IPL teams based in South Africa. So how does it work? There's 6 franchises which are going to be based in South Africa, owned by Indian owners who are going to bring their teams down here. These teams are going to be based in Cape Town, in Paarl, in Johannesburg, in Durban, in Pretoria, and in Gqeberha, which is the other one. So 6 teams, 6 franchises owned by IPL owners. Each team will be allowed to sign 17 players. 12 will be decided in an auction. The auction works in such a way that each team will be put into a room and they'll be able to bid on individual players from around the world, your best of the best players from around the world. And this information isn't really out there yet, but my sources tell me that the auction will happen on the 19th of September. Prior to this auction, 5 players will be able to be bought by each franchise. And those 5 players will be made up of 3 international players and 2 local based players. 1 player who's already represented South Africa and an uncapped player. So that's 17 players per team. So to wrap it all up, it's a South African T20 League. It's the 3rd attempt. We don't know what the full name is yet. Where will the money come from? 3 sources: SuperSport, Cricket South Africa, and IPL owners in India. Lastly, the players and the teams will be 6 franchises, 17 players a team, 12 picked via auction, 5 can be bought prior to the auction. We don't know yet what will happen with regards to the games and the matches, but we'll find out soon. And that is the T20 League. Thank you so much for watching. That's your explainer for the South African T20 League, and we'll see you again in the next video. Cheers.